Made in Hollywood.
A director is the captain of an animated motion picture ship, guiding and supervising a talented team of technical and creative professionals. Genndy Tartakovsky studied film at Chicago's Columbia College before moving on to study animation at California Institute of the Arts. Mr. Tartakovsky has created several animated television series and made his feature film directorial debut with Hotel Transylvania.
Hi, my name is Genndy Tartakovsky, and I'm the director of Hotel Transylvania 2, and you're watching Made in Hollywood, and here's a scene from the movie.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I...
What? That's not how that one goes. What's wrong with suffer, suffer, scream in pain, blood is spilling from your brain?
Daddy.
Come on, you know how I sang it to you. Zombies gnaw you like a plum, piercing cries and you succumb. Still works.
I know that you have a very strong vision and style when it comes to your movies. So what was that vision and style for Hotel Transylvania 2?
Well, I think it was kind of continuing in the same path as we did in the first one. We wanted really funny visuals, really kind of cartoony, over-the-top animation, and just kind of continuing with our characters and making sure that they're just as funny, as interesting as we did in the first film.
So I know that you have this pushed animation style. What is that?
So basically it's kind of going back to like Warner Brothers or Tex Avery, where things are cartoony. A lot of animated films are based on reality. You know, and we have a world of Dracula and monsters and the Mummy and Frankenstein. We want it to be like a Mad Monster romp type of feel to it. So it's all kind of exaggerated and it's cartoony. It's not real, but it's based from reality. It's kind of a caricature. And it makes things really more physical and fun.
Ever since Johnny and Mavis had their little monster, I've been the happiest vampire in the world!
Are we sure he's a vampire?
As the director of a movie like Hotel Transylvania 2, can you just take me through some of the duties and responsibilities that you have?
Yeah, so it all starts with story, right? So we have Adam Sandler and Robert Smigel write the story. You know, I get the script, I make some comments, we discuss things. Then we start doing it to storyboards, where we basically visualize the script that they wrote. So I direct that process, and then there's usually a rewrite right after that. And we continue that story process till almost the end of the movie, where we're constantly trying to refine the jokes, the ideas, everything.
Dennis said his first word.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't say blah, blah, blah.
And then from there, we start going into layout, right? So we kind of take our simple blocking and put it into the computer. So that's really the first time it goes into the CG world, is they take the rough set and put the characters on top of the set, right? Then after that gets all approved, then we go into animation, and this is the performance, right? So we take the voices already cut in, so the animators can really start acting.
I still have some cloud on me. Gotta do a selfie.
You know, and that's really the most fun that we have, because the animators will do like a first pass, and then I'll get to see it, then I'll get to draw, you know, which is the most fun for me to do. And then from there it goes to lighting. So now they start rendering, and now we start to really see how the shot's gonna end up.
We've been talking about moving somewhere safer for Dennis.
But then I'll be all alone.
Dad, don't give me the pouty bat face.
Some people who have worked with you have actually said working with Genndy is like going to animation school. So if by working with you, that's how they are constantly learning, how do you constantly learn?
Well, I constantly learn by doing. You know, every scene that we do, every movie, every episode, every story sequence, you learn something new. And you start to realize the more I do it, the less I know in some weird way. Because you start off very cocky as a young filmmaker or whatever, and you start to realize like, oh, that didn't work like I thought. And so every day I learn something new, and all the experiences that you have makes you a better filmmaker. Yeah, it's final. You can take that. Yep.
What advice do you have for any aspiring directors?
I think you want to work on your point of view. You know, I think there's so many people out there who can do things like other people, but really what is special about you, that the studio is going to want to hire you specifically for that thing that you do.
We gotta teach this kid how to be a monster. Okay, Murray, show him how to be scary. Ow! My back.
For real?
Made in Hollywood.